the author of Hebrews began. And you had to know I was going to go back to this one more time, right? Like those of you who have been here for 44 weeks, you knew that I was not going to let tonight go without going back to the very beginning. Long ago, at many times and in many ways, God spoke to our fathers by the prophets. But in these last days, he has spoken. I believe we could do it better. He is speaking to us by his Son, whom he appointed the heir of all things, through whom also he created the world. He is the radiance of the glory of God and the exact imprint of his nature. And he upholds the universe by the word of his power. After making purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high, having become as much superior to the angels as the name he has inherited is more excellent than theirs. The letter began with this incredible description of Jesus. But I want to make sure that we see that before it started to describe Jesus, it told us something that's almost unimaginable about God. Something we've gotten familiar with, and it should still take our breath away every time we hear it. He speaks to us. Long ago, he spoke in many ways, and he spoke at many times through the prophets, but now he is still speaking to us, but it's by his Son. God speaks to us. Yahweh, the name that the scribes had to get up, wash their hands, and get a brand new pen to write, he speaks to us. The name that some people won't utter because it's too holy to say it, he speaks to us. God speaks to us. Psalm chapter 19 verse 1 says that the heavens declare his glory. Romans chapter 1 says that God's invisible attributes have been clearly seen in and through creation since the time he created all things. So the world we live in says that there is a God. The heavens above us declare that he is glorious. But much more amazing than that, God himself speaks to us. I'm not talking about being able to look in nature and say there must be a God. I mean the God who made everything actually whispers to our ears, actually speaks to our hearts, actually interrupts the lives we're trying to live by sharing his heart and his truth with each one of us. God speaks to us. I'm gonna beat this one to death. The God who spoke into nothing and made everything talks to you. He knows us. He loves us. He desires to be in relationship. He desires to be in conversation with us. Think of this. He is omniscient, meaning he is everywhere all the time, and yet he is right here with us. He is all-knowing, and yet he desires that I would share the truth of my heart with him. He knows everything, and then he says, I desire truth from your inward parts. Share with me your heart. Tell me your hurts. Tell me your fears. Tell me your desires. Let me have those things. I know them already, but I want to be near enough that you give them to me. This isn't about knowledge. This is about love. It's about intimacy and relationship. It's not God saying, if you'd finally say it, I'll deal with it. It's God saying, I want you to know that I'm this close, that I'm this near, that I love you this much. Tell me what I know already. Because I want you to know you're safe with me.